Hello friends, my name is Koolio and welcome back to the channel. It is a brand new year, and with the new year I hope to continue to bring you guys amazing mobile gaming content and continue to improve everything I do on the channel. Now, we have some incredible games coming out in 2019, and so I decided to kick the new year off with a bang and put together a top 10 video talking about my most anticipated mobile RPG slash gacha games to be released this year. Now, most of these games on this list have not been available to play yet. However, there are a few that are available in other regions outside the United States, but I decided to include them on this list in anticipation for their English or global release. So before we get into this video, let me know what your most anticipated mobile RPG slash gacha game is coming out this year. As well, if you like this video, consider hitting that like button and let's try to push for 100 likes to kick off the new year. As well, if you are new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on the latest in mobile gaming. Also, just a disclosure, I didn't put the list in any specific order because I couldn't really decide which ones I was most excited about, because I am incredibly excited for a lot of them. Alright, let's get started. The first game on my list is Last Cloudia. Now, this game just recently came to my attention thanks to you guys in the community. Now, we don't have a whole lot of information in regards to the gameplay for Last Cloudia. However, the developers, Atis, released a teaser trailer for the game showing a few snippets of gameplay. The game is going to feature an amazing pixel 2D art style similar to games like Final Fantasy Brave Exvius and another title Atis worked on called Grand Summoners. However, they placed the 2D pixel animated characters into a gorgeous 3D environment that gives it a visceral and distinct style all its own. Now, we have been given glimpses into the different characters and story as well. Now, the narrative in the game has us playing in a world inhabited by both humans and monsters living side by side, a world that was once ruled by an evil goddess until good rose up to defeat her, and now in an age of peace, a new threat emerges, forcing heroes to rise up once again to defend their homes and kingdoms. Now, the pre-registration for the game has begun, so I will leave a link down in the description for those interested in learning more about Last Cloudia. The next game on our list is one that was very recently announced and is based off of one of my favorite animes, and that is Yu Hakusho GENKAI Battle Spirits. Now, the game was just announced only a few days ago, so there is hardly any information on it, but from what we do know is from a few screenshots and brief character introduction video, which is playing in the background. But according to KREW, the game is an action RPG set in the original series universe. Players will be able to use their favorite characters and use their iconic special moves from the series, complete with iconic lines from the anime series. Now, the game supports co-op, allowing players to work together with other players to clear stages. Now, I love games that allow for co-op gameplay, so I am really pumped to try this game out and hopefully play it with some of you. The third game on my list of anticipated RPG slash gacha games is Overhit. Now, I recently did a video for the game about a week ago, and so if you want a more detailed video in regards to the gameplay and features, I will have a link down below for those interested in learning more. Now, Overhit has become one of the most populated Korean gacha slash hero collectors, and it's easy to see why. The game is one of the best looking mobile hero RPGs and boasts some really impressive character and environment details. With a more high quality 3D graphics and an in-depth co-op raid system, the game is on the right tracks to explode when it officially comes to the West. However, the game has been out for a really long time in Korea and was launched in Japan in May of 2018, and there has been no official announcements for an English release. All we can do is cross our fingers and hope it comes over sooner rather than later. Up next, we have Final Fantasy Brave Exvius War of the Visions. Yes, you heard me right. It's a sort of sequel to the extremely successful Brave Exvius series. The game was announced by Square Enix at the beginning of December of 2018, and since then we have gotten pretty much zero information. Besides a really beautiful teaser trailer, the only other thing we know about the game is that it will be a tactical RPG. Now, the main developers for the game are Gumi, the same developers for the original Brave Exvius, as well as the first Brave Frontier game and The Alchemist Code. All three are great games with really devoted player bases, and since the game states it's going to be a tactical RPG, I'm thinking that Gumi is going to incorporate the grid-based system of Alchemist Code with the storytelling and art style of Brave Exvius, which, if that is the case, I am all for it. At number 5, we have Project Babel, another game in which we don't have a whole lot of information besides some beautiful CG trailers. Project Babel is being developed by Koolio, the same company that brought us Dragon Project, Bakuretsu Monster, and Alice Gear Aegis. Now, besides knowing who is working on the game and knowing a little in regards to the story as it relates to the biblical tale of the Tower of Babel, we don't know what the gameplay will be like. However, one of the best things about the game is that it will feature those amazing CG cinematics, cutscenes in the gameplay, and they are being directed by Kazushige Nojima, who worked on the stories for both Final Fantasy VII and Kingdom Hearts. On top of that, the soundtrack for the game is being led by Hitoshi Sakamoto, who worked on the Final Fantasy XII and Final Fantasy Tactics series. So there is a lot of incredible work and talent being put into this game. At number 6, we have Tales of Crestoria, a new mobile RPG set within the Tales franchise being developed by Bandai Namco. The game will be a turn-based strategy RPG featuring wonderful 3D anime graphics. Now, unlike other past Tales mobile games, this one will have its own completely original story and won't be a crossover of their previous games. Now, the story is actually really cool. It takes place in a dystopian world ruled by an oppressive government in which it forces its citizens to wear a piece of jewelry called vision orbs. These vision orbs record and save everything the individual does, especially criminal activity. Then these recordings are used to hunt down and punish those who commit crimes, and our main heroes find themselves on the other side of the law. Okay, coming in at our number 7 spot is Another Eden. Now, I have to apologize first before describing why I'm excited about this game, because I realized in my first impressions video for Another Eden, I stated it was made by Square Enix when that is completely wrong. The game is made by Right Flyer Studios, the same company that made Danmachi Memoria Freeze. Now, in the back of my mind, I knew it wasn't made by Square Enix, and I just didn't even realize I was saying it during the video, so this is my repentance for that. Now, Another Eden is a gorgeous, story-driven JRPG that falls more closely in line with games like Chrono Trigger than other traditional mobile RPGs. The game finds the main hero trying desperately to save his sister from an evil demon king, only to fail and be thrust 800 years into the future. Along with his new companions, he sets out to find and stop the demon king and save all of humanity from being wiped out. Now, I have done a first impressions video for the game, so if you want to see some live gameplay, I'll leave a link in the description for you to check out. At number 8, we have Attack on Titan's Tactics. Now, there was another mobile Attack on Titans game being developed by Tencent Games, but the game seems to have been canceled, and now we have Dina, who have developed, produced, and cooperated with various game developers to release games like Fire Emblem Heroes and Final Fantasy Record Keepers working on this game. Now, Attack on Titan's Tactics follows and is based off of the anime of the same name. The game was originally supposed to be released at the end of 2018, but has been delayed till 2019. The gameplay does show you collecting a variety of heroes that you must activate to slice across the screen and stop hordes of titans from descending and destroying your fortress, and you can also activate special abilities such as turning into a titan to help defend and win against your enemies. Okay, heading into the 9th place on our list is Shining Beyond, a so-called idle action RPG in which you take a team of 4 heroes to clear and fight your way through various dungeons. Now, the game states it's a hybrid of both idle gameplay and traditional action RPG style, and let me clarify what that means. It means that the game allows you to take your group of 4 heroes and enter dungeons and fight your way through by playing the game like an action RPG. However, it also allows you to control or set up your AI-controlled heroes to descend into those depths and clear levels when you aren't able to play the game to help alleviate the strain of grind. Another highlight of the game is hero customization, as you can acquire various weapons and armor to flesh out your team, and the game also allows for co-op gameplay with 2 other players for a total of 12 heroes smashing and slicing their way through dungeons and bosses. Now, pre-registration is now open, and the game is slated to release the first quarter of 2019, and it's also going to be in English. Now, for the last game on our list, we have my most anticipated mobile RPG. And yeah, I know, I said I wasn't going to put the list in any specific order, but I saved the best for last, or at least my best and most anticipated for last game, and that is going to be Langrisser M. Now, the game recently had an English closed beta test, which I sadly missed, but I am currently playing the Chinese version of the game and have been having an absolute blast. Now, Langrisser M is slated to release the last week of January 2019 with its English global version. Now, the game features large-scale grid-based combat, multi-class tree progression, customizable soldier units, and a massive roster of old and new Langrisser heroes. The game has been available in China since July of 2018 and has had numerous updates and holiday events, and is slated to bring all that content west when it officially launches in a few weeks. Well friends, that is it for my top 10 most anticipated RPG/gacha games of 2019. Let me know which game you are most excited about playing and any games you guys want me to check out here on the channel. Also, like I said before, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and subscribe to stay up to date on the latest in mobile gaming. See you, my friends.